It's 11 p.m. and these are the headlines. Abdelmajid Tebboune is re-elected President of the Republic following yesterday's elections, winning 94.65% of the vote, winning by that for a second term. And we will share with you the atmosphere of joy spotted across the country right after the announcement of the results and the re-election of the President Abdelmajid Tebboune. Following the announcement of the presidential election results, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received several congratulations and greeting messages on the occasion of his re-election from leaders, head of states and governments. Channel France 24 attacked our country regarding the presidential elections. The unprofessional French media keeps spreading lies about Algeria. Welcome back, everyone. First of all, and following the announcement of the Independent Electoral Authority for the provisional results, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received several congratulations and greetings from head of states and governments. The President has received a phone call from his brother, Younes El-Menfi, head of the Libyan Presidential Council. The President of the Syrian Arab Republic, Bashar al-Assad, congratulated his brother, President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, on the occasion of his re-election. In the message, it was highlighted that this deserved victory is a proof of the trust the Algerian people have in the President, his wisdom and his approach towards serious causes in the world. Al-Assad also wished his brother, President of the Republic, success in his duties, expressing his determination to develop the bilateral work between the two brotherly countries. And the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received congratulations from the Emir of the State of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, on his re-election, wishing him success in his new presidential term, and for Algeria, a sustained progress and development, while expressing his aspiration to continue joint cooperation between the two brotherly countries in all fields to consolidate fraternal relations and joint interests. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received a phone call from his brother Recep Tayyip Erdogan, President of the Brotherly Republic of Turkey, and who congratulated him on winning a new presidential term, wishing him further success and for the Algerian people more progress in serving bilateral relations that would lead to a meeting between the leaders of the two countries soon. For his part, the President thanked his Turkish counterpart for his noble greetings, expressing his aspirations to further promote the strong relations between the Algerian and Turkish peoples. President of the Brotherly Republic of Tunisia, Kais Saied, congratulated on his behalf on the Tunisian people his brother, President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, on his re-election for a second presidential term, wishing him and the Algerian people further progress and development. For his part, President of the Republic thanked his brother, the President of Tunisia, and wished him and the Tunisian people all the best. President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, has also received a phone call from his brother Mahmoud Abbas, President of the occupied state of Palestine, who expressed his warm congratulations on his behalf and on behalf of the brotherly Palestinian people for winning a new presidential term, wishing him success in serving the Algerian people and the nation's causes. For his part, President of the Republic thanked his brother Mahmoud Abbas for his fraternal greetings and reiterated Algeria's determination to support Palestine in all circumstances. And Algerians have chosen their president for the next 5 years. The results were announced by the head of the Independent Electoral Authority, Mohamed Shurfi, as Abdelmajid Tebboune got re-elected president of the Republic following yesterday's elections, winning 94.65% of the vote. The candidate of the Movement of Society for Peace, Abdel Ali Hassani Sharif, received 3.17% of the vote, while the candidate of the Socialist Forces Front, Youssef Aouchiche, received 2.16% of the vote. Let's have a listen to Mohamed Shurfi.
أعلن أنها أفرزت نتائج الفرز عبر جميع مكاتب التصويت.
The results following the counting of the ballot boxes inside and outside the country showed that there are 5,630,196 votes for the three candidates, as each one of them got the following results. In the first position, the free candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune with 5,329,253 votes, which represents 94.65%. In the second position, the candidate Hassani Sharif Abdel Ali from the Movement of Society for Peace got 178,797 votes, which represents 3.17%. And in the third position, the candidate Youssef Aouchiche from the Socialist Forces Front got 122,146 votes, which represents 2.16%.
Indeed, Algerians voted on the independent candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune as President of the Republic of Algeria by an overwhelming majority, a choice that reflects the aspirations of the people to continue on the path of comprehensive reforms and the nation building. Rania Al-Bahiri reports.
These images were an evidence and confirmation of a living reality of deep respect and unwavering support. These large crowds that filled the halls raised the estimates and were strong indicators supporting the independent candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune. It wasn't a surprise that the first results clearly confirmed his superiority over his competitors Abdelali Hassani Sharif and Youssef Aouchiche. The supporters exploded with joy in all parts of the country after running in elections that posed a challenge to the candidates Hassani Sharif and Youssef Aouchiche in front of the independent candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune, who possesses overwhelming plurality that arouses admiration and appreciation. This is the popular will that endorsed him and that believed that the first term of President Abdelmajid Tebboune was the beginning of a path in which he drove steps towards a better future and towards a homeland that enjoys stability and development. The same popular will, today complete in the desire of a second term, carrying new hopes. Abdelmajid Tebboune, whose career reflects his experience in the fields of administration and politics, passed all stages with determination and insistence and gradually assumed all positions until he reached power and restored the nation's voice, establishing economic, social and political reforms that put Algeria in high and strong position in international forums. According to analysts, President Tebboune's victory in a second term is not just a political victory as much as it is another testimony to the success of its politics and projects. A second term confirms that this country, which is moving steadily, is happy and growing. A country that will present during Abdelmajid Tebboune's leadership a program that complements those achievements according to his previous visions to make Algeria a strong and victorious country at all levels.
Speaker of the Council of the Nation, Salah Goujil, congratulated Abdelmajid Tebboune for his re-election as President of the Republic, stating that he was delighted to witness the Algerian people being the source of all power and decision-making during the electoral campaign in a joyful and smooth democratic atmosphere, and during polling day, demonstrating a sense of citizenship, emerging by that victorious in an Algeria that the President wanted it to be victorious. The Speaker of the Council of the Nation reiterated his sincere gratitude for what the President has done and is still doing for the country, praying Allah to grant him success in fulfilling this high national responsibility. And several political parties congratulated Abdelmajid Tebboune for winning the trust of the Algerian people. The National Liberation Front stated that this renewed trust in the President is to continue the process of building a strong state with its mighty army, its security forces, and developed economy. The National Democratic Rally considered the overwhelming victory of Abdelmajid Tebboune a clear mandate to continue the process of reforms, and the National Construction Movement praised the atmosphere in which the presidential elections took place, which was characterized by complete calm and stability, away from any tensions. For its part, the Future Front expressed its pride in the success of this election, which is a historic moment and turning point in the country's path towards progress and stability. And expressed opinions is what our teams caught in the streets of Algeria. Let's have a listen to the statements of the citizens.
Me, just like all the other citizens, we are thanking God that he assumed the presidency, for that since he did, all was peaceful and good.
والصندوق حكم انه
The people expressed their voice through the ballot. We hope that the president will continue the reforms and achieve more success for the development of the country. I congratulate the candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune for winning the presidential elections. He can now continue his economic reforms during this fully deserved second term.
بالعهدة الثانية وهي مستحقة وعن جدارة. الروح الوطنية عند مواطني ولاية معسكر أبوا إلا أن يدعموا السيد عبد المجيد تبون.
The patriotism of the Mascara people made them support the candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune, and thank God he won. We will continue supporting him during the second term.
ونقول له الشباب معك عمي تبون من أجل الجزائر منتصرة.
الجزائر قبل كل شيء.
Algeria above all, we are happy to see that the candidate Abdelmajid Tebboune won, and we will continue supporting him.
And an atmosphere of joy spotted in the four corners of the country right after the announcement of the results. I invite you to take a look.
كل شيء. الله أكبر. تحية الجزائر. ماشي تبور رئيس الجمهورية. باجي مختار الحدودية. مختار الحدود.
Yesterday, the polling stations witnessed a significant activity due to the important turnout, reflecting by that the awareness of Algerian citizens of the necessity of participating in this major event. Najh.
Devotion, awareness and loyalty to the country, all demonstrated by the large flocks of Algerians to the polling stations yesterday, September 7th. Since the first hours of the morning, the Algerians all over the national territory had it to participate and practice their civic right of voting in this presidential elections 2024, thus taking part in shaping Algeria's future by choosing the most qualified candidate. This event of a major significance runs smoothly through all the provinces thanks to the good organization in the voting centers, allowing the success of this process that embodies the concept of democracy. With considering this presidential elections as a crucial appointment, the Algerians did not miss to choose and make their voices heard, for that their vote represents a pivotal moment that enables their aspirations to be realized.
And the results announced by the Independent Electoral Authority must be validated by the Constitutional Court within a maximum period of 10 days. The Constitutional Court has started receiving the counting records of the electoral process. As usual, the unprofessional French media keep spreading lies about Algeria, and this time their so-called channel France 24 attacked our country regarding the presidential elections because apparently holding such successful event is annoying for some. Yasin Hamdi reports.
It has become a ritual, even a constant in the French press when it comes to Algeria. It is transformed into an anti-Algerian media choir with sopranos such as the trash channel France 24. A single watchword darkened Algeria's picture by adopting an alarmist tone full of lies. This choir shamefully anathemas all the transformations that Algeria has experienced since the election of the President Tebboune to the Supreme Office, at a time when France is experiencing one of the darkest pages in the history of the Fifth Republic. Gentlemen of the French anti-Algerian media choir, Algeria is a great country of freedom, stable and prosperous. The country is on the path to emergence, very far from the colony of poverty from which you were chased. As proof, the good points delivered by all international bodies like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. This choir should make the effort to recognize that Algeria is much better off than France. Algeria in the 2020s is a country with legitimate and stable institutions at a time when France has become an ungovernable country. Algeria is a country that does not have a cent of debt, while France, with more than 3 billion in debt, is in the top 5 of the most indebted countries in Europe. The whole world is talking about Algeria and its great advances in all areas, while France has become the laughingstock of the world. This French media choir that has always shown blindness when Algeria is mentioned as an example everywhere must face the fact once and for all that we cannot domesticate a large country like Algeria and a people as heroic and proud as the Algerian people. An advice to this choir: look more towards your protectorates, because Algeria is not one and it will never be. This is the oath made to the martyrs of the National Liberation War.
Updates on the situation in Gaza. At least 33 people have been killed in the last 24 hours in attacks carried out by the Zionist occupation forces, targeting a school of refugees in the Sheikh Wadwan neighborhood. And on Wednesday, bombardments targeted the Jabalia and the Nusayrat neighborhoods in the north and center of the enclave, killing several children. And the Israeli Association of Victims of Human Rights Violations committed by Morocco denounces the double standards of the Moroccan occupier. The latter refuses to shed light on the disappeared Sahrawi people, even though it has authorized DNA tests on the remains of the victims of the Tazmamart death prison after decades. The association denounces a policy of concealing the truth. And that was it for today's news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.